Back to Uprising, I'm Sonali Kolhatkar. President Obama, in a prime-time televised address yesterday, finally announced his much-anticipated executive action on immigration policy in a brief 15-minute speech, heartening immigrant rights activists and angering conservatives.
First, we'll build on our progress at the border with additional resources for our law enforcement personnel so that they can stem the flow of illegal crossings and speed the return of those who do cross over. Second, I'll make it easier and faster for high-skilled immigrants, graduates, and entrepreneurs to stay and contribute to our economy, as so many business leaders have proposed. Third, we'll take steps to deal responsibly with the millions of undocumented immigrants who already live in our country.
Specifically, the president, using his executive authority, will enable about 4 million undocumented immigrants to remain in the U.S. without fear of deportation if they pass a background check and verify that they're paying taxes. The order also increases requirements for high-tech workers to enter the U.S. and remain here. Republicans lashed out, threatening to shut down the government over what they say is an abuse of presidential power. Meanwhile, in Mexico, where so many of the U.S.'s immigrants hail from, a serious uprising over state violence and corruption is in full force. Galvanized by the case of the 43 missing students from Ayotzinapa, Guerrero, Mexicans have been relentlessly marching and demanding an end to the U.S.-backed drug war and more, and participated in a general strike yesterday with a promise of more to come. Solidarity actions were held in U.S. cities as well as in Los Angeles, where this program is produced. On December 3rd, activists in dozens of U.S. cities are planning to mobilize against Plan Mexico, the U.S. initiative which funnels funds into fighting the drug war, but which are instead fueling a large part of the problem. The coming action is being dubbed #USTired2. Well, joining us now to shed some light both on the connections between what's happening in Mexico and immigration here in the U.S., as well as to look at President Obama's immigration policy, is my guest Roberto Lovato. He is a writer and a journalist and a visiting scholar at the Center for Latino Policy Research at UC Berkeley. Welcome, Roberto.
Hi, Sonali. Glad to be with you, and congratulations on your new show. I haven't been with you when you've been on TV yet.
That's right. So we're very happy to have you on for the first time on the television show, which listeners can also catch on Free Speech TV. Well, first, Roberto, let's take a listen to another clip from President Obama's speech yesterday, where he gave a little bit more detail about what he's exactly planning on this immigration policy change.
So we're going to offer the following deal. If you've been in America for more than 5 years, if you have children who are American citizens or legal residents, if you register, pass a criminal background check, and you're willing to pay your fair share of taxes, you'll be able to apply to stay in this country temporarily without fear of deportation. You can come out of the shadows and get right with the law. That's what this deal is.
Now, Roberto, given that this announcement had been so widely anticipated, that people's lives and their livelihoods and their future and their ties with their families were depending on this, how important a victory was this announcement yesterday?
Well, if you look in the heart and the mind of a mother like my friend Isabel, who's potentially impacted by this, it's nothing short of titanically huge. When you've been living in the United States of Barack Obama, who's deported more than 2 million people like yourself, this is a relief, and I think it's a victory for immigrant rights too. Not everybody in immigrant rights. You know, we have a lot of immigration cheese lying around the floors of the United States right now, and oddly enough, the mice and even some rats are starting to come out in suits and dresses to claim the victory that has nothing to do with them. People who, in fact, opposed executive action as an option. I mean, many of us.